trinkets and coins?
Come seeking adventure and salty old pirates, eh? Sure, you've come to the proper place. But keep a weather eye open, mates, and hold on tight, with both hands if you please. There be squalls ahead, and Davy Jones waiting for them what don't obey.
Burn bright accursed light upon tales of ill deeds long past. Dead men tell no tale. Dead men tell no tale.
If ye be brave enough to proceed, the curse of Dead Man's Grotto will rinse you.
Dead men tell no evil curses, says you. Properly warned ye be, says I. Who knows when that evil curse will strike the greedy beholders of this bewitched treasure. Dead men tell, now tell.
Sit closer together and keep your ready hands. That be the best way to repel foreigners. And mark well the words me. Dead men tell no tale.
Dead men tell no tale. The truth lies before you. In this place, dead men'll always have tales to tell.
Perhaps he knows too much. He's seen the cursed treasure. You know where it beeth. Now proceed at your own risk. These be the last friendly words you hear. You may not survive to pass this way.
Dead men tell no tale.
A pirate's life for me. It's high down there. Ye paid the warnings no heed, and set foot in sailor's grave while ye still draw breath at the risk of marooning yourself here for all eternity. Now that be what I call true pirate courage. Not like the scurvy sea devils who stole me plunder and jailed me up here. My own crew. A bunch of treacherous curs. But this be no way to hold a conversation. Climb up here and lower the cage. I'll make it worth your while. Well, it's a start. sure enough. But ye've barely begun. And I'm strung up by this old shit beside the cage. Are you still there? Did you drown? Blast it all! I can't see a thing from up in... There ye be. I thought ye might be lost, or gotten yourself trapped. All eternity. But I think it's another trapped soul that brought me here. Well, you're out of luck. The ferry no longer docks at any port in this blighted blister of a town. Now that's not a goddamn cross, less'n ye grow some wings. But ye mustn't give up. Ye see, I happens to know of a way to call the ferryman back to these shores. That's the way. Oh, I can taste me sweet, sweet freedom. Well, ye took your sweet time, but here we are. Now, ye... Oh, me head is killing me. Hades' burning beard! Ye found the key! That's the way. I've been fearful that the lock might have rusted after all this time. Being that I'm unable to provide my own means of locomotion, you'll have to carry. Make sure your hands are clean. I don't want fingerprints all over me skull. Open. What be the delay? Sweet freedom! Ah, it feels good to see in more than one direction. All these years I've spent wondering what happened to me town and me treasure.
Well, next thing I know, poor Dougie's been stuffed in the soil and left to moulder. I've still got my key, but without the treasure map, it's no more than a monument to poor Dougie's despair.
And I've yet to find
Some swabby or other will have taken it back to town, should me wonder. I'll happily share the spoils if you can find my treasure. But I won't hold out hope. There's precious little of it left in Sailor's Grave, and that's the truth.
Let's start by heading for the
Now,
old
don't mind me. I'll get back to listing all the mistakes I've made, and I'll forget
Who knows? There may still be plunder to find. I may not be the pirate I once was, but I can still put the fear into them what knows me. I know you can hear me, you cowardly birds. Drop what you're doing and get this bridge in order. We've a ferry to catch. I suppose I should tell you the story. But when we sailed into the Sea of the Damned, we were a happy accident. For we were fleeing our enemies with a whole pack full of plunder. returning to the living world. But I'd have sooner stayed with me loot for all eternity, rather than risk it out on the waves. That'd be Captain Bones for ye. Old Bonesy could never stomach his own recipes. Not much good at chess, neither. Now there's an idea. How about we show them how it's done? Stick me on old Bonesy's shoulders and I'll win the game for us. Hang it all. It's been so long I forgot about the house rules. We'll need to find something of special value, a trinket or similar, to buy it before we can play. An establishment like this
Bells
is
and
bound to hold
barnacles.
more than her share.
Is that
of
the best
secrets.
ye can do?
Well then, me rook goes to Queen's Knight 3. And that, matey, check and matey, which means the contents of the pot, mine. Fine, fancy key, and I'll be bound it leads to pleasure. Sore loser. No matter. He never could play worth spit. Let's take this key and find the ship it opens. Don't be thinking ye can take that key and leave me here to rot. Ye still need my help to make it out of this accursed town. Out the flame. Aye, and the lighthouse keeper too. Had to be sure the ferryman wouldn't come and part me from me loot. Now, I'm not what you'd call knowledgeable about contraptions and whatnot, but if I can borrow a body, I might be able to help. See if you can't set me down on that headless heap of bones over there. Ah, new body at last. Not as handsome as the old one, but they say beggars can't be choosers. There! It's just like sailing a sloop. Ye never forget how. Now, Let's see if we can't find some clue as to set this place ablaze once more. First, see if you can't light the brazier with that fancy flame of yours. Of course, lighting up the town is all well and good, but you'll need to point your flame out to sea if we're to call the ferry. Aye, that's the way. Though I think it looked better in the dark. Now, to get the ferryman's attention. There. The lighthouse is good as new, and the mists are clearing. Let me try and get a better view. I see sails on the horizon. There she be. The ferry of the damned. Though you'll find no welcome passage on her decks. Those hooded fellers are what you might call in charge around here. And they won't suffer the living to board her. The only way ye'll sail aboard that ship is to stow away. I wonder if their little secrets still be stowed about here. The key to me cabin, after all these years. The keeper took it when he ratted me out to the others and they set upon me. Me ship'll be a sight for sore sockets, sure enough. But this moldy old body won't last 5 minutes out there, so I'll need ye to be my transport once again. At least till we reach me ship. Take me to me ship with the red sails, and I'll see ye safely aboard that ferry. There's a secret nearby. I can smell it on the wind. Ha! There she is. Me golden hair. Fastest ship on the seas. By my reckoning, no other.
Captain on deck!
Sorry, Captain.
Sure, I used to be taller than this. This key lets you through the side door of me cabin. But here is where we be parting ways. There's a rowboat over yonder that'll carry ye onto the ferry. Quiet as a church mouse. But I wonder, do ye really know what's waiting for ye below her decks? Not all treasure is silver and gold. Me crew are free, and me conscience is clear. But I've still plenty of thinking to do. Perhaps one day, we'll meet again. Now take the key and be off with ye, before ye find yourself trapped here for good. Ye've made an old sea dog happy. Watch where ye step. The treasure what cursed me may still be lying about.
This book.
Stop! The cursed flame you carry has no place within my well of fate. The very secrets are laid bare. I cannot surrender the wheel, but I entreat you. Do not continue to trespass here, for you do not understand the truth of what you seek.
I know what you're thinking. That dog is never going to move. Therefore, I propose a wager. Let's see if I can lure him over faster. You can take the keys from his mouth and let me out. The winner gets this delicious bow. Don't say much, do you? Very wise. When endeavoring an escape, silence is generally best. However, as I've had no one but a recalcitrant mutt to talk to for far too long, I shall bow to my collegial nature and introduce myself. I'm Captain Jack Sparrow. Though, since you came here to rescue me, you probably knew that already. And you must have heard tell of my heroic journey to acquire this greatest pirate treasure of all. A golden key to other lands, an eternal freedom, plundered from the lair of a heartless squid and used to assist in the daring escape that led me to stand before you now. Shiny, isn't it? You know, I haven't had so much as a crumb to eat since I got here. Not completely sure where here is exactly, but it's sorely lacking in dinner options. I'm a shadow of my former self. Then again, the captain seems a dreary sort of fella. Probably enjoys dried biscuits. Wouldn't even tell me how I came to be aboard this sad little ship. The last thing I remember was standing at the helm of the Pearl as we made our escape. Suddenly, there was a loud, booming, cannonballing sort of noise. A cannonball, perhaps. The scenery's not very inspiring, but it's good to stretch me legs. Now, let's get off the ship before...
Stay where you are!
that happens.
You from the living world. Why have you interfered with my work? The selfish actions of this Sparrow have brought catastrophe in his wake. Dire fortune that now threatens to consume the Sea of Thieves itself.
That's Captain Jack Sparrow, mate. And I think you may be overreacting just a smidge. I know the true worth of what I possess, and I intend to keep it quite safe. Now, I can see you're very busy and very grumpy, so we'll just be on our way.
Silence! You shall be returned to your cell. And this time, the key shall be cast overboard into the abyss. What you possess must never be permitted. Now, do you see the folly of your actions? Already the sands of time have trickled into oblivion and we are discovered. He has found us! They have our scent now. We cannot flee. Therefore, we must fight. To arms!
Steady, mate. That's the Flying Dutchman we're talking about. She's no ordinary ship.
Then upon the waves of my domain, she will find herself well matched. Play your part, pirates! The cannons stand ready! Unleash the fury of the dead upon this interloper, that we might put an end to calamity before it begins!
I believe that means he'd like us to use the guns. Surrendering today. Good face is persistent, if nothing else. I'll not be surrendering today. Keep firing!
They mean to board us! Defend the ship, or all is lost!
Then what do you suggest I defend her with, mate? I forgot to bring the bow!
Oh, very well. Take my blade while I steady our course. A dead man's sword for a dead man's hand.
Oi! Treasure! It's gone! Change course! Change course! After that treasure! I gave her my word!
Why did you not heed my warning? Now Sparrow is lost, and our enemy has the treasure in his grasp to fulfill his dark ambitions and lay siege to the Sea of Thieves. Already his plans are in motion, deep beneath the waves. You have caused much harm this day. However, you fought bravely. I shall return you and your vessel to the land of the living, so that you may continue to fight. Fight to save all that you have endangered. Fail, and you shall bear witness as this world too falls under the shadow of Davy Jones.